bitches. Let's get down to business.
Who are you calling bitches? What bills you pay around here?
What's going on, guys?
Not much, dude. Waiting on you, little sourpuss.
You know me, Sourpuss Cody.
Sourpuss Cody.
That's what they call me.
Yep.
With the snagglepuss ears.
What's your shirt say?
It says Funk Fest. It was like a beer festival in West Virginia last year.
Nice.
Or not last year. Whenever pre-COVID.
2019.
That's the one.
The long ago.
Oh.
Do you get that reference, Anthony?
The long ago? No, I didn't know it was a reference.
Cody, you know the movie, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
It's Children of the Corn, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen it, but I don't remember that part. I just remember the kid that's like, he wants you, Malachi.
That's a good movie. Actually, I haven't seen it in years. I would be down to see that.
That movie's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, motherfucking crazy stuff happened yesterday, my guys.
Whoa, what
happened?
My boy, my son.
My seed!
He fucking got in his first fight yesterday at school.
All right, so for the listeners, how old is your son again?
He just turned 11 in January.
Okay, and he's a pretty solid kid.
Oh, yeah, he's a big old boy, but he's a big old softy. He's like just a big old teddy bear filled with, stuffing or whatever. But yeah, he got in his first fight. Apparently, one of his friends dared some kid that he knows but isn't super close with to tackle him.
Whoa. Like blindside him?
Yeah. It was just like, yo, dude, you should go tackle KO. He's not paying attention or something like that.
That would piss me off.
Dude,
what the fuck?
KO's reaction was to immediately punch that kid in the dick.
Nice.
Go KO.
Yeah, so he was honestly, they're obviously, those KO and this kid are like friends now. They gave each other playing cards or something afterwards.
That's how you do it. You punch each other in the dick and then you become the best of friends.
I should be finding out maybe by tomorrow whether or not there's going to be any repercussions, but only repercussion he's getting from me is a nice old fist bump. You know what I'm saying?
A big old pat on the back.
Yeah.
Well done, I'm proud of you, boy.
I like that
you did exactly what I taught you, son. You punched him in the dick.
I like that he went for the dick. I'm surprised he just didn't punch him in the body or the head.
I think it was, I don't really, I wasn't there, obviously. I wasn't at a school when this happened. But I think it was, I don't know,
the positioning of the fight.
Yeah, I don't know how it happened, but regardless, he didn't start it, but he for sure ended it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You heard fatality.
I was going to say, let's assume he had the most badass motives, and he was like, I need to end this quick.
Finish him.
Did you ever get into a fight when you were a kid, Cody?
Dude, I got into a few fights when I was a teenager. Most of my fighting was in my early 20s.
Why?
Because Logan is a rowdy fucking town. And Jake, you remember? You were coming around when Tops was a bar.
Oh, yeah. Classic. That's a classic place. I love that
Dude, that place was fucking rowdy. And every single weekend, there would be bar fights. Every single weekend, no matter what. So I definitely partook in a few of those, at least.
Nice.
I got in a couple scraps. I'll be honest, I've lost almost every single fight I've ever been in. That being said, I've won every fight that was a one-on-one fight.
Oh, okay. All right.
Except for, I don't know, me and my dad got into a couple scraps. I don't want to say he beat my ass because I was, but it was my fault.
Did he beat your ass for wearing that 1920s gangster outfit?
No, I was just really into fucking mob movies.
Damn.
Wait, for the listeners,
should we post a picture?
We should. Yeah,
if
dude,
you're
you're
cool
allowed
with it, Cody,
to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm a fucking idiot. You're more than welcome, dude. That meme you posted, Anthony, one where Green Goblin, Willem Dafoe is I'm something
of a fucking idiot myself.
I saw that and I was like, I feel like that meme was meant for me.
I shared that. That shit was hilarious. I legit laughed out loud when I read it.
That's honestly one of my favorite memes, and I love that there's Spider-Man Raimi movies. They just turned all the scenes into memes.
Yeah.
Like way after the movie came out.
Way after.
For the listeners, the photo we were referring to was this picture of Cody. Like what? How old were you? What grade were you?
I was actually, I think I was a senior.
Oh shit, senior in high school, but you're wearing this like huge fedora and this giant like zoot suit.
Yeah. Seriously.
Yeah,
but the best part was was your date going as like a matching girl?
No.
So you just did you walk in the house and she was like, "What the fuck are you wearing?"
No, she
sucked my dick actually.
No, we just like kind of went as pals. Like she was like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I was super at the time. I was like, this girl's the love of my life.
Yeah.
But now she's just like a great friend of mine.
Nice.
But like the date, she was just basically like, I don't want to go with like a date. And so I kind of, after we basically walked in together, and then I spent the rest of the night dry humping some other girl.
Right. We were like, hey, yeah, see?
That was it.
Yeah.
Baby.
Well, now the suit makes way more sense because she's like, I don't want to go as a date. Cody's like, okay,
like,
what can I put on?
No, I thought I looked cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, if you look at the picture again, the fedora is slightly tipped in one direction.
Like fucking Top Cat over here.
What a reference, Top Cat, but it's perfect.
That's for the OGs out there.
Yeah, my sister posted that. I posted a picture of being 17. She was like, I think this is the one you meant to post.
No,
and I was like, fuck. Damn it. I hope that would be buried.
The internet buries nothing.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Especially not our teenage years.
Oh my God.
God. Yeah, dude.
Jesus Christ.
Here, Mark Zuckerberg, take it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. We were fools.
Yep.
Dude.
You know who's not a fool?
I knew someone was gonna do it. I was about to do it, and then I felt like Anthony was about to do it.
No, I was about to say we should smoke. But...
Oh, okay, yeah.
But yes, Anthony, we should.
Yeah, you know who's not foolish? Well, while these guys smoke, welcome to another episode of Comics and Chronic. I am Jacob H. As always, my compadres, Anthony Iannaccio and Cody Walaka Cannon, are here with me. It's good to have you guys back in the mix.
We're here. We're mixing it up.
We're mixing it up, and today is a very...
Oh, God.
Oh, shit. There you go. Get it all out, brother.
Before he coughed, he knew that's what was coming. He's like, oh, God!
Yeah. Anytime you hear, oh, God.
Oh, God.
You're right there?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Much better.
Today we are discussing DC's Batman comic Hush.
Yes.
For the listeners that don't know, Hush was published from I think 2002 to 2003, written by Jeph Loeb, and art was done by the very talented Jim Lee.
Jim fucking
who is a beast
Lee.
of an artist, honestly.
Yes. Motherfucking, he goes ham on this comic.
His Batman is one of the most ideal looking Batmans
Absolutely
out there.
Dude, yeah. His Batman was incredible. I mean, like, in other things, like, his X-Men
run is sick.
Dude,
it's out of this world.
I read the other day, I guess I just didn't know this about Jim Lee. I think he has the highest selling single issue of a comic.
Which one is
or
that?
He's the youngest person. It's an X-Men. I think it's X-Men Gold or something, #1 or blue. I don't know. One of his X-Men. And he's still he's made the most money from a single issue of a comic than any other creator.
I'm pretty sure Jim Lee came up. It was him and somebody else, or it might just be him, but I'm pretty sure I'm right about this. Jim Lee helped make Omega Red.
Probably because there was that whole Jim Lee.
Well, yeah, that's when Omega Red comes out. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Jim
Rob
Lee
Liefeld, Todd McFarlane, they're that whole crew that They're like the
that
younger dudes.
90s, like cyberpunkish.
Yeah.
They're the bad
Yeah.
boys of the 90s.
Yeah, the fucking, I don't know. I have no bad boys right I was going to say, what's the dude that died name? Oh,
Who?
God. The dude that died in a car accident.
Paul Walker?
No, God, but sure.
Yeah.
Same thing. No, I'm talking about the one in like the 1920s.
James Dean.
James Dean, yeah.
Yeah.
They're like the James Dean of the comic book art world. Sure, let's do it. That's hilarious.
Rebels without a cause.
Yeah, there's. Dude, Jim Lee is a pretty cool story. I'm pretty sure he was like on his track to be either a lawyer or a doctor. I forget which. He's the son
Really?
of
Wow.
he's the son of like South Korean immigrant parents. Who I read this whole like thing about him, and that they were just like really disappointed that he like chose to stop and wanted to do like comic book art, and they're like, "What the fuck," you know? And now
Yeah.
he's like
Yeah.
what, DC's like chief creative director or some shit.
Yeah, I think he was in charge for a while, or he recently kind of like
Step down.
Yeah, and then the guy's still great. Like I've watched a bunch of his YouTube videos where he'll draw the sickest Batman you've ever seen in like 10 minutes,
Dude.
and like ink it, and it's crazy.
I could spend an entire episode sucking Jimmy.
Dude, what if while you were sucking his dick, he was drawing a picture of you doing it?
Oh my God!
What the? Yeah, dude.
When we get Jim Lee on, we'll ask him.
Yeah, we'll ask.
Yeah, will you draw Cody sucking your dick?
And then written by Jeph Loeb, who, dude, I don't know if you guys have read. Well, we talked about this once, but his Marvel color stories like Daredevil Yellow, Spider-Man Blue,
Oh yeah.
Captain America White, Hulk Gray. Those are I have
Yeah.
all of them. They're all really sick. Daredevil Yellow and Spider-Man Blue are probably the top.
Yeah.
I heard Daredevil Yellow was like,
Dude, it's my favorite out of all of them for sure.
Wait, sorry. I hear crickets.
oh my God, there is crickets. Give me a second. I need to do something. My roommates have a Pac-Man frog, and that's his food, just chirping
Oh,
away.
shit.
Let me close the door.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't necessarily mind if you can't get rid of it, but I heard it.
I could just. I moved it out of the room, but I was like, oh, it'll be fine there. But I forgot to shut the door.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Oh, now I hear it. Now that you pointed it out.
I thought it was like a ringtone or something.
Anyways, for those of you that don't know, our listeners, Jeph Loeb is a very accomplished writer in the comic book industry. He's written for both. He actually wrote Long Halloween, Haunted Night, and Dark Victory. And all of him, by the way, all those DC ones that I just named and all of the Marvel colored ones, him and Tim Sale do together.
Yeah.
Jeph Loeb and Tim Sale are like a powerhouse team.
Yeah. But unfortunately, Jeph Loeb also wrote Ultimatum, which is one of the worst comic events in history. It's for the Ultimate Universe.
I never read it.
He's not wrong. It's like one of the worst things any comic has ever done.
Well, there's misses and hits.
Yeah. Also, I have to be a Debbie Downer about Jeph Loeb too, but unfortunately,
I think there's more to be not down about.
No, I'm saying in his comic work, he has some great stuff, but in real life, so apparently he was the executive producer for Marvel Television, or he was like the Kevin Feige of Marvel Television before it became what it is now with WandaVision and whatnot.
Yeah.
And while they were making Daredevil, which he was heavily involved with, one of the Asian actors who might have been in Mortal Kombat, or he was promoting something recently, and he was like, Jeph Loeb was like ranting and screaming one day. He's like, you can't fucking have, no one wants to see the Asian character's side story. They care about Daredevil and the white people, or something like that. Something to that effect. Some like crazy racist, especially against Asian tirade. And he was known to be like that. So like I heard that and I'm like, fuck, Jeph Loeb doesn't sound like a great person. Like he might have great comic work. I feel like that's gonna have to come up for a lot of creators, unfortunately, which is we have to kind of separate the art from the artist, because that makes me be like, well, fuck you, Jeph Loeb. That's a shitty thing to say, but I still enjoyed Hush.
I guess his art. even if he's a racist scumbag.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that that's the case. Like
Is
I'm
that
not ready
true
to.
though? Or can we confirm?
Listen, it's is as confirmable as a lot of these things pop
Like,
up in Hollywood, and
okay,
I don't
okay.
think it was like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
isolated incident, is what I'm saying.
Mm.
I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer, but it's a fact about the dude.
Jeph Loeb, great artist, but a really shitty person.
Great writer,
Yeah.
great writer.
Oh, sorry, great writer. Yeah, you're
I
right.
guess, yeah.
Yes.
To say it's interesting that you said Jeph Loeb, the artist, because I feel like a lot of his work, the art, he always has a killer artist right behind him.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
next to him.
Yeah.
I don't want to say behind
really
him, but
bananas artists
Yeah.
too. Like some of the creme de la creme,
I think Hush is a great comic to start off with if you haven't really dived into any other Batman comic.
That's
you know what I
true.
mean?
I can see that.
Reading it has like all of his rogues gallery. It has all of his sidekicks.
Yeah.
And it gives you the backstories that are necessary for each little vignette with those characters, which is what I really love about this all of Hush.
Yeah, it was really sick.
I also really like that the introduction of a new villain is cool, as well as like the way. So I think the Hush is the first time that they reference like Jason Todd being back from the dead, because I don't think he was resurrected yet until then.
No, the Red Hood was.
It was still, yeah, it's interesting because DC obviously had something they wanted to bring back Jason Todd. I think they were going to at first, and then I think they decided not to or whatever. But then a couple years later or a year later with Infinite Crisis, they brought him back because Superboy punched the hole in reality and it allowed Jason Todd to come back. That was their reasoning at the time.
What came first, the Infinite Crisis or Hush?
No, Hush for sure. But
Yeah.
I'm saying it's easy to get those moments confused because it's very, when you see Superboy Prime punch reality, you see like Jason Todd waking up in a graveyard, kind of like how he is in the comic. Like,
Yeah.
he's in the graveyard and he has the mask. He looks different than we eventually see Red Hood, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But they might, I guess DC is always changing continuity. So the next time we see Red Hood is a completely different story and we learn about the Lazarus pits, but obviously the seed is there in that story to start that off.
Yeah, and I think Hush is also for sure not the first time, but as far as like pushing it, they really start to begin like Batman and Catwoman's romance.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's like a natural
certainly
fact.
not the first time.
Yeah, but starting to like make it like more canonical.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just make it more serious.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Like, I mean, he showed who he was and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, you showed Catwoman everything.
And also Catwoman at the time is when she's finally starting to become more of a hero.
Yeah,
An anti-hero.
Yeah, but doing things that aren't just like, I am going to steal this jewel and Batman will be so impressed.
Yeah.
But that's good. It's a great character development for Catwoman where she's more than just, a cat burglar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always cool to see her interaction with the other villains because like there's a few comics out there where it's like Batman's rogue gallery will be chilling in a nightclub, probably like Penguin's nightclub, and like Catwoman's there too, but so is like Killer Croc and the Riddler, and it's like even in Long Halloween, like Catwoman works alongside them. You know what I mean? Like it's cool to see like how she teams up with them, even though like they don't trust her and she doesn't trust them.
Right.
So I read both Hush and Long Halloween, but I read both of them right when I first got into comics. Jake lent me both of those to read. And they were like a part of my reintroduction to comics. So I really love both of them, but I honestly didn't realize how much I forgot when I was rereading them for the podcast. And man, I didn't remember. I had completely forgot about the whole Clayface Jason Todd scene.
Yeah, same.
That's cool.
Until I reread it, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is so crazy!" I remember.
Yeah. Did you know what I really like in Hush? It's in the beginning. It's when Batman is chasing Catwoman, and like Hush cuts the cord while he's flying.
Yeah.
He gets really fucked up, and he's on the table in the Batcave, and pretty much like his brain is gonna die, and like he can't communicate, but he starts like tapping his finger.
Yeah.
And it's like Morse code. I thought that was cool. Alfred's like, well done, Master Bruce.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought that was a cool.
Dude, it's insane.
Yeah.
Okay, here's what one of my biggest gripes with Hush though.
Okay.
It starts off a certain way, but I feel like it's almost, I don't know if he made it Jeph Loeb made it one story with like an ending in mind. It kind of feels like it was going one way. Like, okay, I guess it's trying to throw you off about who Hush actually is or who's pulling the strings.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I thought some stuff was dumb. Like, I don't like the idea that he knew to call Thomas Elliot
Really?
the doctor,
You don't like that?
because they put the subliminal messages in the Batcave computer. Like it would just flash his face, and Batman. I don't know. It's just like, damn, okay. You never. It's like this. Riddler has such an intricate plan to bring him down
Yeah.
that I don't buy it. I think it's too intricate.
Wait, what do you mean that Batman knew to call Thomas Elliot? When he decides to call Thomas Elliot, it's when he does the Morse code thing when he's unconscious.
Right, but so Riddler explains that he's like, why would you decide to call Thomas Elliot? You haven't thought of him in years. He's like, yeah, why? He's like, well, I took the guy who's always in the Batcave, but he's mute, which is like an older Batman character.
Yeah,
this
Harold.
mute dude, Harold.
Yeah.
And he gets him to install this thing on the Bat computer that will flash Thomas Elliot's face subliminally to Batman, like, briefly, that he's not picking it up.
Damn, I don't
and
remember
that's
that
what
at
makes him
all.
call.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's just like the very
that's
last.
Exactly. I just finished rereading Hush today, and it's like in the very last chapter where all this kind of unfolds.
Right.
And I honestly I didn't hate it.
No, I'm not saying I hate it, but I'm just saying I feel like it was needlessly complicated. I feel like it didn't need to be like that. It was so cool,
Well, they needed a reason to kill Harold.
Yeah, I guess so. They wanted to kill him off. We can't think of any more stories for this guy. Kill him off.
Kill him off. Dude, they did kill him off. R.I.P. Harold. For those of you who don't know, Harold helped build the Batcave and everything.
But he's a mute, so he can't. Even if he knows the Batman's Bruce Wayne, he would never be able to tell anyone.
Dude, what if
I guess he
Batman
doesn't know how to
cut his tongue out, and that's why he's a mute?
That'd be fucked.
Dude.
I feel like Alfred would have done that.
Yeah, Alfred's the coldest bastard of them all.
Yeah, Alfred's a thug. Did you guys read that? It was like a single issue or volume or something. It might have been like Batman Year One when Alfred was like an ex-Marine and like the Penguin. It was
Earth One.
Earth One.
Yeah,
that's a great comic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
no, that's a great take on him.
That's what I'm saying. In the comics, even in he is like an ex-British Marine or something. He's fought in. So because the timeline always shifts forward, they change what war he's in.
Yeah,
but he's supposed to have been.
Basically, he's a fucking soldier.
Yeah, but as a kid, watching the animated series, I never caught that, or maybe they never brought it up.
Ever did. I think he was just a straight butler.
Yeah,
he was literally
just a butler.
That's his entire personality.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also in Hush, that's exactly how he is.
Yeah, he doesn't play a huge role.
He's Butler Boy.
Do you think Michael Caine's Alfred had prior military training and expertise?
He talks about it.
Yeah,
he talks about
the
Burma.
Yeah, the Burma.
Yeah,
he's killing Burmese soldiers.
Say it like him though.
In Burma, they were stealing Jews as big as tangerines.
I just rewatched.
What?
The size it says they're taking jewels the size of tangerines.
Oh, I thought you said Jews. I was like, what?
Mini Jews, tangerine-sized Jews. Oh God.
Oh God, that's insane.
Sorry, fellow Jews, for minimizing your worth literally into tangerines. But they are delicious.
It looks like Cody has a thick tangerine on his shirt.
Thick.
Mm.
Okay, yeah, look at it.
What is it? Oh, you wild dogs.
You wild dogs. Dude, so back to Hush. I loved it being one of the first returns to comics. My first books I read when I got back into comics was perfect for me because I just like you said, the Rogues Gallery, and it basically tells you what's going on with everybody right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And even like I said, even if you haven't read, he'll tell you oh, that's Harley Quinn, she's in love with the Joker, and they'll tell you every little small detail that as a comic book reader you kind of take for granted, but you're like, oh yeah, when he has the whole Nightwing story, you get such a great one issue where they tell you all you need to know about Dick Grayson and his history with Bruce Wayne, and they even I think take it a step further where they point out things that maybe as a comic book reader you're like, oh yeah, that is true about him, he's the only Robin that will really talk to Batman, or one of the only people that talks to Batman without being afraid of how he's talking to him. He's like, oh, cut the shit, Bruce. Like no one else would like be that chill with a Batman, you know?
Yeah. Do you think Nightwing would beat Batman in a fight?
God, no.
No,
Okay.
no.
Yeah. No.
Never.
Never.
The only person that could beat Batman is like Lady Shiva.
Man, who was also in the comic, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The
She
comic
makes
has
a cameo,
everybody.
and then Talia breaks a chair on her
Yeah.
back.
Right, well,
Dude,
that's how you
dude.
take her out, I guess. But you get what I mean? Like, Lady Shiva is in there for like a page, but you know right away she's one of the most deadly fighters, if not the most deadly fighter. You see her take someone out like, ba, ba, ba.
Yeah, she fucked up Catwoman.
Yeah.
She fucking
Yep.
beat the brakes off of her, dude.
And
It was
Catwoman's not a
crazy.
pushover, and you see her get knocked out that easily.
Yeah.
Sorry, Lady Shiva's just such a cool character. I would love to see her in like the cinematic world in some way.
I don't really know her beyond a handful of comic book appearances.
Yeah.
I don't know the backstory and the real deal. I'm just like, oh, this chick's a badass.
Same. Well, I could see her in the next Birds of Prey, especially because she's what's her name? Orphan's mom.
Yeah.
Cassie Kane.
Yeah, Cassie Kane.
Yeah, Cassandra Kane. Yeah, I was right. Okay.
Is
but anyway,
Orphan
she's
or Batwoman.
or she is Batgirl and Orphan. Like she's
okay, both.
She's been both. Like her Batgirl costume's great. Like it's like all black, but kind of has like a sewed on appearance.
That's from what is it, Nightfall? Or No Man's Land?
No Man's Land.
Yeah.
No Man's
No
Land.
Man's Land is dope.
No Man's Land is bonkers.
I read that for the first time during the pandemic. That was like my big reading.
Nice.
That's a long arc.
We should definitely do an episode on that.
I haven't read it in years, but I need to reread it.
It's great, but that's where she's introduced for sure.
Dude, I just like in Hush. I don't know. I like that Jim Lee chooses to go with like more classic iterations of the villains' costumes. So like the Riddler still has his bowler hat.
Yeah.
The Joker,
and his bow tie.
He's just the Joker's suit is very classic looking.
The only one that isn't, and it's because of the story, because he's mutated, is Killer Croc, and I didn't like his mutated Killer Croc.
Oh,
he
I
looked
it.
almost. I just felt like he looked almost like Spider-Man's lizard.
Yeah, that's why I didn't like him.
Yeah,
exactly.
But I like that. Like at least they gave an explanation. Like he's mutating. So that's why
I understood, but I just didn't like the design.
Yeah.
But to your point, like every other character had that like kind of very classic feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was super cool. Just Jim Lee, man, holy shit!
Yeah, each page is like a treat to look at.
Yeah, it's incredible.
I'm a huge fan when it comes to my Batmans. I'm a huge fan of the coloring of his costume, and for me, that is actually blue and gray. Like I'm a big fan of blue and gray Batman.
I do like that.
I even like blue and gray, like the 1970s with the classic yellow emblem. Like that's my favorite Batman look, and I like that Jim Lee did like the kind of like dark navy blue. Or like this blue with them. Dude, have you guys ever had, actually, when Hush came out, they put out the dankest action figures. Do you guys ever see any of them?
No.
Oh,
I might have, but I don't.
They're
Do you have any?
I was never
I used
a
to,
toy
not with
guy.
me. Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was always a toy guy.
Same.
I was
a
toy slut.
I was too poor for toys. Like my parents did as the best they could. I just like never had more than,
Oh no,
like,
growing up, I was a toy slut. But
and then like so I only had a couple, and then I was just like, I don't know.
You're like, mommy,
kinda
you would like
grew
look
out of
in at
it.
kids' windows and see them playing with dank toys.
No, dank toys.
Dank toys. Mommy,
Yeah, dude,
can I
that's
have
why
that?
I always
No.
wanted to go to. That's why I always wanted to go to my friends' houses.
Yeah. That's why you always
play
went to
with their
McDonald's,
toys.
because that's the only way you could get a toy. It was from the Happy Meal.
Yeah.
But McDonald's did. Whoa, McDonald's had dank Happy Meal toys in the
Dude,
90s.
once
No, my
upon a
bad.
time, hell yeah, 90s McDonald's toys
90s
were sick.
McDonald's toys were worth the price of a Happy
Of
Meal.
a Happy Meal, yeah, that shit was quality.
that we didn't pay for because we were kids.
Yeah,
That's
we
for
were
sure.
children. That's why we can never complain about anything in life. 'Cause we were living like gods back then.
Oh, man.
90s kids.
Oh, how the mighty hath fallen.
Power Rangers as far as the eye could see.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Dude, I had Power Ranger
Pokemon
toys.
cards
Power
falling from the
Rangers?
sky.
Dude, we should do a Power Rangers
Oh, we should
episode.
totally do a Power Rangers episode. Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
Ivan Ooze?
Ooh,
Yeah.
Ivan Ooze.
Skydiving out of a fucking airplane, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Have
man.
you either of you guys been skydiving?
No, never.
No.
Me either.
I want to hear an embarrassing story?
Wow. I'm surprised. I feel like Cody would have.
Cody would. I have just never done. No one's ever been like, "Yo, Cody, you want to go skydiving?" And I just forget that it's a thing most of the time.
Dude, I once went to this like skydiving simulator thing. It's like a giant fan, you know?
Oh yeah, I
And
know
it's
what you're
supposed to like
talking
lift
about.
you up and shit. And so like you put on the like little suit and you're supposed to do what they say. And
Yeah.
dude, I was just such a fat kid that he I like literally didn't get more than a foot off. Like all these other kids are like flying to the top. Dude. My soul was I think to this day, actually, like a lot of my insecurity stems from that one moment in life.
Yeah.
And then I was
We're
like,
getting-
"Ow! Like, what the hell am
we're
I going that
digging
far?" Right?
Deep this episode,
Oh yeah,
fellas.
we're getting
Yeah.
deep into my psyche. This is why I
Now-
become a Gotham villain.
Dude, you know who else digs deep in this episode?
Who?
The motherfucking Riddler.
Ooh, riddle
he
me
does.
this, riddle me that.
Dude, I like that you had nothing.
When I was a kid, I dressed as Riddler for one Halloween, the Batman Forever one.
Dude, I think actually, like, yo, you would be a good Riddler. You'd be good,
You
good
would
ideal
be the
casting for
Ooh,
the Riddler.
I should be the Riddler.
Yeah.
You should be.
I
the
really like the
Riddler.
Riddler. I think he's my favorite Batman villain.
He's a great villain.
Whoa,
When he's done
he's so
right, he's a
great.
really cool villain.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
but-
I mean, Batman even admits in this Hush, he's like, it's weird that the Riddler's even back. He's one of my older villains. You'd think by now he'd be like gone because he's like so cheesy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I obviously they put that in to throw you off, but you're like, yeah, the Riddler is. He's like, rid of me this Batman. What walks on 4 legs in the morning and
But poops
2
in the
feet-
evening.
Yeah. It's a man, Batman. and that's who I kidnapped. Ha ha.
Dude, there's literally from the Adam West Batman. There's an episode where the Riddler is telling a riddle, and he's like, "Riddle me this: what sits in a tree with bullets and something and shoots it?" And he's like, "I don't know." And literally, the answer is like a monkey with a machine gun. And it's like, dude, that's not even a good riddle. Like, you're just saying
Yeah, no.
anything.
The Riddler?
Yeah, like that was it.
That's hilarious.
I think if he's done right, he's a good foil to Batman's detective skills.
I actually
Yeah.
like how in Long Halloween the Riddler was kind of like actually like a street snitch.
Yeah.
That
Remember,
makes
like
sense
he
for him too,
goes into
yeah.
that bar and hangs him upside down to like get information out of him about the holiday killer.
Yeah.
Well, that's another thing. The Riddler is not physically threatening in any sense.
No,
No. The Riddler is straight nog.
Yeah.
Straight nog.
Straight nog.
Oh, that's hilarious. Just straight nog, dude.
Yeah, man.
Dude, but yeah, dude. Well, it was so cool because I mean, he even like got smart villains to become pawns.
He
in his
manipulated
scheme.
everybody.
Yeah.
Dude. Fucking. There were so many cool Ivy's control of fucking Superman.
Yeah.
Was incredible.
I want to give a setup to the listeners. Those of you listening, just as a brief synopsis for the comic Hush, there is a new villain in town. He has a bandaged face. He's sworn to take out Batman, and you're not sure who is behind this bandaged mask. Is it the Riddler? Is it other people that we will get into?
And one of the first pieces of the whole, like, think of it as like dominoes going down, like, is Poison Ivy.
The main villain. Is she the one behind it all?
Oh, you think it's you think it's not even
No.
Riddler pulling the strings? It's
No. I'm saying like how it's dominoes.
Oh,
like, it
yeah,
just
yeah,
leads
yeah,
you
yeah.
from
Yeah.
piece
It's
to
like those
piece.
Russian nest dolls, and you find out that there's
Yeah.
like more and more. Dude, I mean, just the fact that like I love that the Riddler had like a brain tumor and was gonna die,
Yeah.
and fucking decided to use Ra's al Ghul's Lazarus Pit to like cure him and bring him back.
Right. This all happens off comic, like off panel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens
yeah.
off panel, but like
Yeah,
at
he
the
just-
end when Batman confronts
Yeah.
him.
But that's all I'm saying is like I kind of wish they would show us some of that. Like that's a cool. I want to see Riddler like finding
Going mad.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
what I want to because when we see Jason Todd come out of the Lazarus Pit, it's not fun.
He is crazy.
It's not fun at all. Yeah.
No, yeah, the Lazarus Pit is no bueno.
No.
Unless you
Would
want
you
to
guys
go.
use a Lazarus
Yes,
pit?
of course.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, why
I would
not?
swan dive into that shit.
Dude, I mean, I don't feel like I'm capable of being killed regardless.
Oh my
Jake's choking
God.
on a drink.
I'm just like a really superstitious dude, and it's like putting a huge jinx on you. You're like, I
Oh,
can't
man.
be killed.
Dude, I can't.
And now you just said it, so you put a
Oh,
jinx on yourself.
This is
Anthony, you have to
my
say it
plan the whole
now.
time. Yeah.
No.
Oh, look, Anthony's superstitious too, though. He just said no.
One of us has to survive and carry on the name of Comics and
What?
Chronic. Come
See,
on.
I knew this would happen. This is why I've been trying to Zuckerberg you for years.
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 You're playing the long game.
Yeah,
huh?
I'm like the Riddler in this case. I've been planning Comics and Chronic since I met you guys.
Damn.
Yeah.
Turns out Alan Flitter is actually me, James.
Alan
That's insane.
That's
insane.
That's only funny to us
Yeah,
and
it's
maybe
only funny to
one
us.
person
Yeah.
that might be
Yeah.
listening. Shout out to Alan Flitter.
Shout out to Alan Flitter. He's a cool guy.
Yeah.
Also, so there's a super dope scene though, and like it's like the second villain or whatever is basically Poison Ivy,
Mhm.
and motherfucking Batman is like, "Yo, we need to go catch her." She goes flees to Metropolis. And they chase her down there. They track her down. Come to find out, she's been like using her mind control techniques and gets Superman under her spell.
Super pheromones or some
Super
shit.
pheromones. Dude, Poison Ivy's hot.
Hot stuff.
She
Like
has
even if
to
she
be.
is part plant, I'm 100% willing to bone her.
Well, yeah. Also, like, if she was gonna like, I'm gonna manipulate. I was like, first off, you don't even need to use your powers on me. I'll just do
Yes.
that.
I got you, girl.
Know who I feel like would be a good, maybe I'm wrong about this, a good Poison Ivy
Oh,
cinematically. I don't know if it would fit necessarily into whatever this new universe that what's his name is making, that Robert Pattinson is in.
yeah.
But I feel like Zendaya would make a good Poison Ivy.
That's not who I thought you were gonna say.
I know I wasn't like I just feel like she would pull it off in a really cool way that is a little bit different than
I'll tell you who I'm gonna
I don't
go
know. We've only
for.
seen Uma Thurman, so anybody could do a better job, I think.
Yeah.
Uma Thurman herself could do a better job.
Oh, for sure.
I would choose Jessica Chastain as Pamela Isley.
Yeah.
Okay, I could
I
see
feel
that.
like that's almost obvious.
Well, it's obvious because she's a redhead, but I actually think Jessica Chastain's really sexy. I'm a huge fan of her face.
Who?
Jessica Chastain.
Who doesn't?
Oh, I know. I'm just saying that she's like really
Jessica
beautiful.
Chastain.
But also, like, I
Yeah.
feel like her playing it would be cool if I almost think there's like cool iterations to do certain Batman villains. Like me and my boy had a cool like that we just made up when we were high one time talking about a Clayface run
Ooh.
where he was actually never like actual clay,
Uh-huh.
but just like an actor or like a dude who was like good at pulling off disguises like that. So it would be cool, like
Whoa.
even if Poison Ivy is done with no powers necessarily, but like an eco-terrorist kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Like that way, it's a
Okay.
little more grounded in reality. Because like Dark Knight, like Batman, and so far what we've seen of the trailer from Robert Pattinson's Batman doesn't really look like their villains have powers. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. It seems like a very
Grounded.
different kind of Batman. Yeah.
So I think that would be cool if she was just a straight eco-terrorist type of person.
Now that you said Jessica Chastain, I'm thinking that she would make a good Batwoman.
Ooh, yeah, you're right. Actually, I would see that.
I think I'd rather her be Batwoman than Pamela Isley.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't
Who
know.
would you cast as?
Yeah, who would you cast?
This is not a good time for me, fellas.
Okay.
My brain feels like putty, dude.
The weed
What's the
has
first name
won.
that bubbles up from the clay putty
I-
mind?
Did take a edible, so
So we have
it's-
T minus like 20 minutes until you shut down.
Whoa! Maybe I'm just getting started.
Oh, there he is!
Oh.
You sly devil. a clay face right here. I thought he was all.
Yeah. Completely shit changed.
Yeah.
Did either of you guys get a chance to read any Detective Comics Rebirth from James Tynion?
No.
Only if it was the first run of Rebirth Detective, yeah.
Yeah,
Like the one with Gotham Girl and shit like that?
No, that's Batman. That was
Okay.
that was literally the
Oh, where
tight
Clayface is on the
series.
team.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
wanted to bring
dude.
up.
That
I
is
really
fucking
like that
sick.
team. I like that Clayface
Tell me
becomes.
about it, because I don't know.
Ooh,
I know
you're right.
nothing.
That's a great run.
Yeah, so it's rebirth, so it's able to kind of start fresh in a certain way, and Batman's basically like, all right, I'm gonna make a team that he's not maybe at first, or he pops in every now and then, but he's not running it. It's run by Batwoman.
And Red Robin, right?
Red Robin, aka Tim Drake Robin, is on the
Yeah.
team.
Tim Drake. Oh,
Tim Dreezy.
I feel like he's an underrated Robin.
Oh, he's my favorite Robin, and I'm glad he makes an appearance in Hush.
Yeah.
Tim Drake.
Clayface Orphan.
Orphan,
Wait.
yeah, an Orphan Batgirl is on the team.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is there anyone else?
Is Signal on
Hey,
the team?
so in this
Hmm.
universe, in Batman right now, is Barbara Batgirl or Oracle?
I think
Now
she's
she's
Batgirl.
Oracle.
Oh, she's Oracle.
No,
again?
literally right now. So in Joker War, Barbara Gordon gets this spinal implant or something, and she's like, she could still, fight and all that shit, but she's like, if I exert myself too much, it might make me unable to walk again. So
Oh,
she's Oracle
shit.
for now.
Damn.
Yeah.
Dude, I haven't read much since, but Gail Simone's run on Batgirl
I don't think I read it. Was that
so good?
Oh yeah.
New
Oh,
52.
sorry.
New
Also,
52, I thought it
spoilers on.
was.
Spoilers also. on
Spoiler?
that.
Yeah, there we go. On the
Yeah.
team. Well, anyways, it's a really cool new take, especially using Clayface, a villain in the team. It's a pretty cool take on it. So, anyways, but back to Hush. Hush, little baby, don't say it.
Oh, I was gonna say, so in Hush,
Ooh.
when Tim Drake pops up, I really like it because they tell you right away he's the newest Robin at the time, and he is the only person that deduced at the time that Batman is Bruce Wayne. He figured it out himself, and he also figured out. I think he figured out Dick Grayson is Nightwing as well. He figured out both of them at the same time. It's just like, oh, well, if you're him, then that's that. And they tell you that, all that. So if you've never heard of Tim Drake and you're reading Hush, they literally give you all the quick backstory you need on him.
Yeah. No, I agree. The comic does a good job in general because you're right. Like, it almost seems like if you were to start reading it, you're like, who are all these characters? And like, especially if you never read a Batman comic, but it's like some of them you're gonna know for sure. Like Joker, people like Joker, Scarecrow. You don't know, like
right. But the cool thing about this comic with Batman and Joker is you get a very tense moment where Batman is seriously contemplating. Yeah, he almost kills Joker in this comic.
Yeah.
Dude, that was crazy for me because for some reason the entire history, Batman's never had an issue. I mean, maybe at times, but like during The Man Who Laughs or something like that.
Yeah.
But for the most part, Batman's fine with not killing Joker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It kind of felt unearned in this one, to be honest. I don't know why it was the Thomas Elliot.
He killed his best friend, Anthony.
Yeah, his childhood best friend whose relationship he had just rekindled.
Yeah, dude.
Right.
I would hope you guys would do that if I got killed by the Joker.
Nah, bro.
We're not childhood best friends. We know each
you're
other
right.
for
I only
like
care
10
about you
years.
guys a little bit.
Yeah, if the Joker killed you, Jake, I would be like, dude, I've been waiting for this day.
I'd be like, fuck, I hope he doesn't come for me next. What the fuck am I going to do against the Joker? Shit.
One Comics and Chronic podcast host down, 2 more to go.
Nice.
I'm terrified.
Yeah, I love the Joker and Hush because he's a BC character. You know what I mean? BC
yeah, he's
level
not
character.
the one.
He's not
he's not even the main villain. He's only in it briefly.
He doesn't even have a loaded gun.
Yeah, it just says bang, and it's not even Joker. It's Clayface.
Was it? I thought Clayface was Thomas Elliot.
Thomas.
Oh yeah, you're right. He was Thomas Elliot in that scene.
Yeah, in that scene. Yeah.
True.
It's a very interesting comic because we see Hush, the character in this. He's always bandaged up, like we said, but we see him take it off, and then now he's Harvey Dent, but that's not him.
But it's not him.
Yeah.
So is it Clayface again?
But it's also confusing because I honestly don't know why Harvey Dent's face is fine. I mean, I guess he says
he got surgery.
Right, but storyline wise, I don't know if that stayed. You know what I mean?
I don't think
because
it did. I agree. I see what you're saying. I also like how just because he got reconstructive facial surgery, it now undoes his fucked up mental.
I do like that. I do like that though, for how stupid it is.
It's pretty stupid because it's like, dude, you've terrorized the city for years as Two-Face.
And now the city's giving him a law, letting him pass his bar.
Yeah, he's a licensed attorney again.
Yeah.
Oh.
They got rid of the evil part of his face.
He's a murderer.
Yeah, see, Gotham is ran by, I don't know, people who love politicians, a certain kind. What?
You can't put too much logic onto Gotham's infrastructure because then it just never makes sense.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Dude.
yeah, because all the villains are made up from like freak accidents. It's like, dude, if you just had a rail guard right there, none of this would
Yeah,
happen.
dude, infrastructure problems.
That's an infrastructure problem.
Yeah, exactly. You need OSHA, motherfuckers. I like Huntress. That was one of the actually for me personally. I think that might have been one of the first comics where I was ever introduced to Huntress. Actually, I know she's been around before that, but for me, I think that was the first time I saw her in
Yeah,
comic
Huntress
books.
is a character I know a lot of people like, but I just don't get her.
Yeah, I knew her beforehand. I just didn't see her until then.
What's her backstory
Mhm.
again? She's related to like Selena Kyle somehow, isn't she?
No, her
she's-
father was in the mob.
Yeah, and he gets
Oh, yeah,
killed.
yeah.
Mhm. And she wants to get revenge on like the mobsters. I think her
Yeah.
story is done really well in Birds of Prey.
Yes.
The movie?
Who plays her?
What's her name? She was in Scott Pilgrim.
Yes.
I don't know her
Mary-
name.
something.
Mary.
Mary Elizabeth
Yeah,
Winstead.
yeah.
Dude, yeah, I love Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
Yeah, she's great. And she's great as a huntress.
I kind of felt as a huntress, she was too one note.
Yeah, they didn't give her room. That's why I don't like the Huntress. In the comics, she's very much that way too. She's always like, and she never changes the way, she's one of the people that are like, Batman's like, be part of my squad and do this. And she's like, fuck you. I'll do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
Even if I'm on the same side as you, I'm not going to acknowledge it.
You go, girl.
You go,
Yeah,
girl.
like she's, but to a
Yeah,
fault,
dude.
I think, to a
Yeah.
fault.
Batman's just a man trying to keep a woman down. A woman vigilante from paving her own way.
No, but it's actually in No Man's Land, she's the first one to put on that Batgirl costume that Orphan eventually puts on, which I think is cool because she's a more vicious Batgirl, and what's her name, Cassie Kane sees her and she's like, ooh, that's what I want to do,
I once heard someone say that Batman is propaganda.
Like the character
Yeah,
itself.
like the character is propaganda, propaganda for the cops.
I mean, superheroes in general are relatively
kind
fascist.
of, yeah.
Like just like by nature, to be like,
You think
I'm the
they're
winner.
bootlickers?
Oh, for sure.
Whoa.
But would you say Batman is because he's always like, listen, Gordon, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want.
But is that a good thing? Think about it. This lone white man is taking justice into his
Billionaire.
is taking justice into
White
his own
billionaire.
hands. This
True.
is like
He's
Kyle-
beating up.
he's no better than
beating up
Kyle
poor
Rittenhouse.
homeless
you know?
people.
Damn.
He's-
But damn.
He's a white vigilante who's like, oh well.
That's what I said. If we applied too much reality to like Batman and Gotham
Oh, yeah,
City,
you're
it
right.
starts
I don't
to.
wanna
I just
do
feel like
this.
I just feel like I feel like that
Yeah.
is comics in general. I love like
Yeah.
Batman in real life, sure, super problematic. I don't
Yeah.
give a shit. I want to hear some Batman stories. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want someone to be completely oblivious to the fact that this man is insane, dressing up like a bat and stopping crime. And that's every Batman comic. Everyone's like, sure, fine, let's keep going. Oh, you have a family now. Cool. Other
Yeah.
people do this. Okay. Oh, crime hasn't stopped. Okay, sure, keep going.
Yeah, seriously. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, you adopted a 9-year-old boy and made him fight the Joker. Okay.
Yeah.
Smart. Like,
And now there's like Joker's daughter. There's
Joker has a daughter?
yeah.
or it's Duella Dent.
I don't really. There's certain shit like when it comes to things like that. Like even though it's written in the comics, like my mind, I don't acknowledge as like.
It's very easy to ignore.
Yeah. So like I just shrug. that
Unless it's
kind of
in the
stuff.
specific issue you're reading. Like there's a Batman character, Azrael,
Yeah.
who's
Yeah.
so fucking weird, but he becomes Batman at some point when Bruce Wayne
When he
gets his
breaks
back
his
broken.
neck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the one when he returns and they duke it out? Is that Nightfall?
That's
Yeah,
Nightfall.
that's
That's part 3 of
Nightfall.
Nightfall.
Oh, God, Nightfall.
Yeah,
that's
Nightfall's
sick.
great.
Sick.
Nightfall's kind of similar the way it starts with the Arkham Asylum breakout, how you get every villain and you kind of get Batman dealing with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of like that a little more, but that's just how I like
Dude, I
Batman.
don't know. I loved Hush. I would rank Hush as like one of my favorite Batmans. As like someone who's not maybe if you're
It's
like
easily in the top 10 Batman comics.
yeah, it's
For
just-
sure.
Jim Lee's art
Alone puts it up.
Yeah.
alone.
I agree.
Then just like I don't know, it's a great time.
Mm.
It's so fun. It's like I really love Batman's like budding romance with Catwoman.
Yes.
It's like really a side of like I don't know. I'm a big old softy, and I'm like,
So have you read any of Tom King's? Because I feel like you would like
Yeah.
that. I didn't realize how much Tom King was really borrowing from Hush
Oh yeah.
or expanding upon. I
Expanding upon
guess.
for sure. I agree with that. I never thought about that.
Yeah, me either. Until I reread Hush, I'm like, oh, Tom King's shit is basically like a sequel to Hush in a very interesting way.
Dude, I like in Hush when Batman and Superman like have their little fight.
Yes.
That's a sick
Yes.
scene.
I like that Batman acknowledges like he can kill me instantly, but he holds back.
Yeah, he said like Superman's pulling his punches. He's
Mhm.
intentionally not doing full force. So he has like he's trying to fight Poison Ivy's mind control. And then they're like, oh, just get Lois Lane. And like Catwoman to like get Superman's attention fucking pushes her off of a skyscraper.
Yeah.
And Batman's like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like,
Yeah.
I knew he'd save her, you know, like
Oh, but I thought it was clever. Bruce Wayne doesn't say to get Lois. He's like, there's 3 people in the Daily Planet you could get. He's like, meaning
and she chose Lois.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
she
meaning it
chose
could be
Lois.
Lois, Perry, or Jimmy Olsen. And she knows. And then after it happens, Clark and Bruce are talking, and Clark's like, did you tell her? He's like, no, what do you mean? He's like, how did she know to get Lois? He's like, I don't know, she's smart.
yeah. Selena Kyle, she's so hot.
Yeah, dude. Michelle Pfeiffer's Selena Kyle.
Yeah,
Woo!
that was easily, as far as film goes, the best Catwoman.
Oh, for sure.
For sure.
Anne Hathaway.
Yeah. Yeah, she was good though, but she wasn't
Yeah.
any Michelle. Do you know the scene when Michelle Pfeiffer's whipping like things and she breaks everything?
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
actually doing that, and she did it in one take.
Whoa, really?
Yeah,
Like Michelle Pfeiffer
fucking
knows how to use a bullwhip?
Sick!
she learned it for the movie.
Damn, dude.
What a fucking thug, dude.
Yep.
I love Michelle Pfeiffer.
I love Michelle Pfeiffer. I like Batman
She was like one of my
Returns.
Batman
Yeah.
Returns. That was honestly like she was like one of my earliest crushes.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, for
being,
sure.
like, a young boy being like,
Oh yeah, I agree. It's like I didn't know what was going on at the time, but now looking back, I like for sure seeing her in that Catwoman suit, like lick herself. I was like,
It
"Whoa."
awakens something.
Yeah, I agree. And like, yeah, I agree with like shit like that. Like for sure, sends a boy mind like slightly more like up in age. You know what I mean? Like your brain doesn't know what it's doing, but like chemically, I feel like it's like evolving. It's like
Yeah. It's like your brain gets an Xbox achievement or like a
Yeah,
PlayStation
yeah.
trophy.
Dude, it's funny. Like I just to go off topic for a second. It's like only now that like I'm an adult, I distinctly can think back to being in second grade. I of course didn't know what it was at the time, but I was like walking around schools with like little second grade boners and shit.
Second grade boners?
Yeah. I distinctly
Oh,
remember
yeah.
being in my second grade teacher, Miss Vey, in her class and having what I now know are erections.
Oh yeah! Oh, man, this is on a
Yeah, I
episode
love it.
titled Hush.
My first crush was Kimberly the Pink Power Ranger.
Oh, dude.
Oh, for sure.
And I used to carry around. I had like Power Rangers trading cards, and there was like it was just pictures of the cast, and one of them was her, like Amy Jo Johnson.
Amy
and
Jo
I would
Johnson. I was
have-
about to say, I know her name, dude. She's
Yeah.
hot.
I would have it in my wallet, and like I remember. Yeah, and I was like, it was like a secret though, but like my sister like found it one day, and she's like, "Ooh, look!"
Anthony
yeah.
likes Pink Ranger.
Yeah, and I was like, "No, I don't," and I ripped it up, and like I was like,
Like, oh,
so
no.
sad.
Dude, I
Shut up.
Yeah, early childhood crushes for sure. Her and Topanga, honestly.
Yes, yes.
Topanga is like a bona fide hottie.
Nice, yeah.
She-
I was just watching the ABC show Fresh Off the Boat.
Is she on
And
that?
no, but there's in one episode he tricks his friend. He's like he needs to trade topics with him for like a school project, and he's like, "I'll give you Topanga's phone number," and it's just like his own number. But when his friend calls his house, he puts his grandma on the phone, and his friend's like, "Is this Topanga?" And she's just like, "Yes." And you don't hear him say anything else, but every few seconds she's like, "Yes."
Dude, Fresh Off the Boat is fucking hilarious.
Yes, I highly recommend that show.
I've never seen it.
Randall Park's in it. It's hilarious.
Nice.
Our boy Randy.
Randy. Yeah, let's do it.
Randy
I'm down.
P.
So who do we think Hush really was?
Well, it was Thomas Elliott.
It was Thomas Elliott.
But did it? Because like, okay, the only reason, I mean, yeah, as far as the character for sure. Okay, what I mean is who
Because
do we
that character continues.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
who do we think was really the master string puller? Was it the Riddler? Because only at the end Remember, Catwoman and him are about to kiss, and she says, and he's talking, and she says, "Hush," and he's like, "Why did you say that?" Like, like he doesn't trust her.
Yeah. Ooh,
And
yeah.
think about it, like she managed to gain access to who he was in the cave.
Right.
Was it like, you know what I mean? Like, was she working for somebody?
But if that leads to something, I don't know if they ever picked up that string or if they ever made it anything.
No, I know, but I just mean as far as the arc itself, just Hush.
So what would that be?
You think Catwoman's?
No, I don't. But like, it's clearly meant to be there.
That's
as like a thing for you to think about.
I feel like it's entirely the thing moment. You know?
Yeah. I like it because it also helps like make Batman never fully trust Catwoman. He's always gonna be like, "I'll keep my eye on you."
Yeah.
While I bang you.
Dude, Batman's steady slaying.
Dude, he slays so much fucking Talia, dude.
Batman fucks.
Talia,
Batman fucks a lot.
Another interesting thing about this is that Talia is working for President Lex Luthor in this storyline.
Is she really?
Yeah, Lex Luthor is president of the DC universe at this time. I mean, in the DC universe.
And she's the head of LexCorp.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I don't know if I remember that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's right. Lex Luthor was once president.
Isn't that
and he did a pretty
wild?
good job. It wasn't like he was completely evil or anything.
Dude, he had vision. That's what I'm saying. He had a vision. It's a man with a dream.
I guess so.
I would have voted for Lex Luthor.
Of course you would.
Yeah, I don't know. It may be weird. I'm more inclined to vote for Kingpin than Lex Luthor.
What? Who do you think would win an election? Lex Luthor or Bernie Sanders?
Obviously, anyone other than Bernie.
Yeah. Bernie Sanders' arcana is that he can't win elections.
Bernie, come on.
Commies, I'm a diehard Bernie supporter.
Yeah, I'm a Bernie supporter.
Dude, we should get
I voted for
Bernie
him
on.
every time.
Yeah,
Let's get him on. Yeah.
Let's get him on. Dude, Bernie, what comic books do you like?
Yeah.
Hey, Bernie, are you getting
You
stoned
gonna
with us
smoke with
today,
us?
bro?
Oh man, dude! If we get Bernie to smoke weed, I mean, he's all about like legalizing it.
Yeah.
You know, if we did get him on, and he's like, "Oh, like I'm not going to do it, but I'm all down for legalizing." We'd be like, "Dude, put your money where your mouth is and smoke a fat one with us."
Yeah,
light one up, Bernie.
Prove yourself. Prove you're not a cop.
Yeah.
Narc.
That sounded like Pinky from Pinky and the Brain. Narc.
Oh, what if
I wanna hear this.
Go, no, keep going.
keep
What
going,
if Pinky?
I want to hear it.
Let it out.
I can't.
What?
It's too dumb.
No, there's nothing too
There's
dumb.
nothing
for this
too
show.
dumb. Yeah.
It's fine. I'm good.
Oh, Cody.
I let you
Giving
guys
us comedy
know.
blue balls right
serious.
there.
Comedy
Dude, it's
blue
okay.
balls.
I'll come back swinging later.
Comedy blue ball cannon is what we call it.
Yeah. Know what else is crazy about Hush? So his story continues after this a bunch. No, but and one of his next stories I think is even crazier, which I would like to see, focus on if they ever did a live adaptation, because to do like if you did a movie version of this with like real people and did the exact storyline, I feel like it wouldn't come off the same way.
I agree. It would look like doo-doo.
I feel like you would have to focus more on Tommy Elliott, and in the next round of the comics, what he starts to do is like he's kind of an anti-hero, but not really, just kind of fucked up. And he makes his face, he like kills people and steals pieces of people's face to make himself look like Bruce Wayne and fuck with Bruce Wayne.
Oh God.
Yep. So that's why he has the bandages still, because he's like giving himself.
Edgelord.
Yeah, of course. Tommy Elliott is an edgelord. And then the most recent thing in the comics is that it was when Batman was getting married to Catwoman, and one of the one-shots was Nightwing and Hush. And at the end of it, Hush reveals that he has Dick Grayson's face now, and that's what he's going to rock with.
Oh, shit.
So Hush's thing is that he steals people's faces, but not in this original comic.
Steals their skin.
It's weird. I don't know why it's a thing they made. Yeah, he like steals their skin to look like them.
Dude, it'd be cool if he built a face only out of foreskins.
Oh man, that's the Hush of your universe, Jake, without a doubt.
Shit.
It's the face.
Can his name be Briss?
Ooh.
Oh.
Like, yeah, what else can we do with that? My buddy.
That hurt me.
Dude, my buddy had a good character. So a lot of the comic characters that I come up with, me and my friend Spencer Wiedemann actually make. So I want to give him a shout out, just because
Wiedemann.
Yeah, he loves to smoke weed. He does actually.
Don't we all?
But so he came up with a character named Clustercuck.
Clustercuck.
Instead of like clusterfuck. We haven't gotten that far as what his powers be, but maybe we figured he might be like an Ermac figure, and he's made up of the greatest cuck warriors there ever were. And it's like, we are Clustercuck.
Ooh, I feel like he could be 5G's greatest enemy.
Oh, dude, that's true. He has the sorcery of cuck ninjutsu mixed with the technology of the 5G. I don't know. Oof.
The same technology combined Clustercuck and 5G.
Oh, shit. Damn, I don't even know what that guy's name would be.
No, they don't have to fuse. I'm saying they're enemies.
Oh, I was saying if they did fuse.
You just want to fuse everybody and everything. Jake is like the high evolutionary in Marvel.
Jake's just like getting ripped and being like, but what if we just added this one piece to another person?
If he had like Tony Stark level technology, he'd just be like sitting on his bed all day, like
fusing things.
Dax Shepard.
Oh shit.
Miley Cyrus.
Abducting people against their will.
Yeah. Dude, you gotta admit, Jack Shepard is pretty powerful.
True. I don't think we could ever create a more powerful character than
God, that's terrible.
Jack Shepard. Jack Shepard.
Jack Shepard.
Dude, it was so confusing to edit all of those pictures. You have no idea. You have no idea. My brain broke.
It's a great animation, though.
Yeah, no, it was sick. Oh, I got the giggles, boys. Oh.
So, Hush, we've talked about Watchmen, right? In terms of classic comics.
Yes.
How many Joe Pesci's?
No, not how many Joe Pesci's yet. I just wanted to say, would you put Hush above Watchmen?
No.
Do you like it that much?
Nope. Hard no.
maybe a no for sure, but dude, I would say that Jeph Loeb like captures the feeling of an ideal Batman comic as far as gloomy,
for sure,
dark, gritty, sad.
I had no way am arguing that. I'd put Hush maybe in like, I don't know.
But would you put 30. Hush and Watchmen in like the top 10 comics of all time or no?
I would not put Hush in my top 10 comics of all time. No way.
I might put Hush in my top 10. Honestly.
Same with no.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's great. I have to really think what my favorite Batman comic is, but it's not that.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. I've reread Hush a lot of times.
It doesn't break any ground. It's just a great Batman story. Like Cody, it was a Batman story that I first read to get really into Batman comics along with Long Halloween. So Jeph Loeb has it there. Long Halloween is much better. When we talk about that,
so
I think I would
put Long Halloween over Hush in the top 10 comics.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
100%.
Yeah.
And Long Halloween definitely gets a higher, and I'm sure when I reread it, I'll like have much more to say about it. But I think Long Halloween is a comic that does break ground and does things that are different from other comics.
Honestly, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Hush isn't a phenomenal comic.
Right.
But I'm saying, Jim Lee carries most of that on his back.
And Jeph Loeb admits that, I think, in like the introduction or something. He's like, Jim Lee is the one that makes Hush what it is.
True. That's actually a good point. I wonder if Hush would be as strong if it wasn't for Jim Lee's art.
No, I
don't think it would. Because I think the story is kind of needlessly complicated and just kind of like, I like what it does, but it is kind of like, oh, look, it's Catwoman. Oh, look, it's Poison Ivy. Oh, look, it's Scarecrow. Oh, look, it's Killer Croc. Oh, look, it's Two-Face. Oh, look, it's Jim Gordon. Oh, look, it's Batgirl. You know, like it's just, and it makes it's not just that, but at the end of the day, that's kind of what it is to me.
Yeah, no, I agree.
You know, kind of like how in wrestling, like I wish everyone kind of had their own entrance music. Like, oh my God, Tim Drake is in the Batcave fighting Catwoman.
It's Huntress. Dude, Leslie Tompkins coming out.
Yeah.
Like
oh my God, Scarecrow took
Huntress.
Huntress. Yeah, they had every character you needed. They fucking had Harold the Mute.
Dude, you know what we didn't talk
Harold.
about is fucking Commissioner Gordon shooting Batman when he's about to kill the Joker.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, he fucking plugs him.
Yeah.
Plugged! Oh, I'm sorry for you.
Jeez.
No, what's really crazy?
What?
So there's a Joker ongoing series right now. It's on the second issue, and the whole point of the series is that Jim Gordon is hunting down Joker by himself, and he's leaning towards going to kill him once and for all. So it's funny how, like, you know, you could make Jim Gordon feel either way and be convinced that that's what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
Dude, I love Jimmy.
Jimmy Gordon.
Jim Gordon's
I
good.
love
He's a
that
good
J.K.
cop.
Simmons was cast as Gordon, but we never got to
Such
really
a
see him do
waste,
anything
though.
with
It
it.
was such a waste of a
Who?
good character.
J.K. Simmons?
In the
Right?
yeah.
You forget so easily because he's pretty much just there for like a scene
5
or two.
seconds, yeah.
Yeah.
Who's Gordon? Oh, it's
Gary Oldman.
no, in the new Batman.
Oh, it's
Gordon is the dude from Westworld.
Jeffrey Wright,
Jeffrey Wright, yeah.
Jeffrey
which I think is
Wright.
actually excellent casting.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah, incredible. Dude, Jeffrey Wright's my boy.
Confirmed.
Confirmed.
No, I just really like him. I think he's an incredible actor.
Yeah,
And,
it'll be cool to see a different.
I just want to see him have like they just need to do like I need fuck Batman in the Justice League right now. I don't care
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah,
I want to just see some good Batman shit
Yeah.
again.
Yeah,
I'm really hoping, and I think the
Facts.
new movie, The Batman, is gonna feel more like a detective, like noir movie.
I think
I really hope
Matt
so.
Reeves said that's what he's going for.
Awesome.
Like literally that, like a detective.
I like
story.
Matt
That's
Reeves,
my-
but all I've seen from him are the Planet of the Apes movies, which I love.
They're not bad,
But-
honestly.
Not
Dude,
at all.
I
No, I
love
love them.
them.
Yeah.
I love him.
I'm sorry, Cody made a noise. I can't get over it because it was so random. He did some stupid noise out of nowhere.
Dude, I'm fucking cooked.
All right. So, how many Joe Pesci's does Hush get?
Me personally, I'm a huge Batman fan. He's literally my favorite superhero. I'm going to give it 6 Joe Pesci's.
Ooh, Anthony, I want you to go. I want to have last say.
All right, Hush. I will give a. I'll say 5. I would like to say 4.8. I'm gonna say 4.8 Joe
4.8
Pesci's.
Joe Pesci.
That's right. We could do points.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my
Fractions of Joe Pesci.
Yeah.
No, just tangerine size.
Oh.
Yeah, tangerine size Joe Pesci.
That's true. If you don't want to give it a full Joe Pesci, you can give it a tangerine-sized Joe Pesci.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a very versatile
my
rating
God.
system.
Yeah. Only we understand the metrics of which we use to rate
Yeah.
our.
And we really haven't even dived into the depths of which it could go to review anything.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Can you imagine,
Guys.
like you suggested the other day, doing Paddington Bear? It's like, all right, how many Joe Pesci's do we give Paddington Bear?
I'll tell you right now, I'm going to give Paddington Bear 10 Joe Pesci.
Whoa, 10!
Whoa!
Oh my god!
Anthony's breaking
He's breaking
new ground.
Oh, one small step for man.
Yeah, pretty soon we're going to have to
A
retire
giant
Joe
step for
Pesci's.
Joe Pesci.
Yeah.
A giant step for Joe.
Oh, God, he's cracking up.
So how many, Cody? How many?
Oh man, I'm gonna have to actually go 100% with Anthony. 4.8.
Wow.
4.8 Joe Pesci.
4 and 0.8 Joe Pesci's. 8 tangerine size.
8 tangerine,
Yes.
yeah.
But with that 4.8 comes a high recommendation to read it, especially if you're not crazy familiar with Batman and just want
it's
to.
incredible. I think just like going back and revisiting it, like I don't know, it just kind of feels a little like rushed, if that makes sense. Like nothing. It's incredible. I love it.
I would say even if it's not groundbreaking, it's just a good read. Like it's fun.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's a phenomenal read. I'd put it probably like maybe like top 10 Batman stories.
Yeah.
Or I think it's one the best Catwoman story to read. How about that? I almost consider it a Catwoman story more than anything, and because if you want like a story just about any of the other villains or characters, you're not getting the meat of that in the story.
That's
Even Riddler is vaguely in it.
Yeah, you're right.
know?
There's not really a Riddler story going on.
But if you could say this is like a cat, like just how Long Halloween is very Catwoman focused,
Yeah.
or their relationship is expanded upon and focused on, then yes, if this is one of the best stories to read for Batman and Catwoman's relationship, bar none.
Bar none.
I agree.
I loved it. I love love.
I love.
I love seeing them being like super suspicious, but also clearly,
feeling each other.
Yeah.
Nice.
They got them things.
Well,
they got feelings.
I think on that note, should we
This is
take it out?
Let's hush on out of here.
Ooh.
Hush, little baby. Don't say a word.
Well, thank you for tuning in for another episode. This has been Comics and Chronic. If you're catching us on the podcast thing, shit, I don't know what to say.
Catch us on the podcast, folks.
Yeah. Yeah. Play the damn podcast thing. Yeah, you can find us on Spotify, Pandora, anywhere you get your podcasts. Check us out. We drop new content every Thursday, and sometimes we like to sprinkle little bonuses for you guys, for our loyal commies.
Yeah.
So check us out.
Look out for those.
Click like and subscribe.
Whoop, whoop.
Bye.
That was so creepy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
Bye. We should totally end with that. Hi, you're listening to Comics and Chronic, and I'm Jeph H.
I'm Cody Cannon.
And I'm Anthony Iannaccio.
And you can tune in every Thursday to hear new episodes of Comics and Chronic.
And make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Comics and Chronic. That's Comics, the letter N, Chronic.
We'll see you guys next week.
Woo!
Peace.